Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about CONFLUENT INC quarterly report. CONFLUENT Inc. offers a wide range of businesses and services that cater to various industries worldwide. The company's main offerings include data streaming platforms, CONFLUENT Cloud SaaS, and CONFLUENT Platform, self-managed software, connectors for applications, systems, and data layers, Apache Flink services for real-time data streams, WarpStream, a bring-your-own cloud-managed streaming service, Stream Governance, a managed data governance suite. In addition to these platforms and services, CONFLUENT also provides professional services, packaged and residency offerings, education offerings, training, certification guidance, technical resources, and hands-on training and certification exams certification programs. The CONFLUENT Inc. CFLT stock price has experienced significant fluctuations over the past year due to several key news events. Despite these changes, there hasn't been a notable period where the stock price remained relatively stable within a minus 4.13% change limit. Instead, the company's stock performance was influenced by various factors, such as its Q3 2025 earnings beat, which led to a 10% surge in shares, and takeover speculation that caused a nearly 20% increase in pre-market trading. However, CONFLUENT also faced challenges, including a significant decline after losing a major customer. These events demonstrate the volatility of the company's stock price over the past year. The primary drivers of revenue growth or decline for a company like CONFLUENT can be categorized into several key areas. On one hand, successful sales and marketing efforts, strategic partnerships, and effective protection of intellectual property rights can drive revenue growth by attracting new customers, expanding market acceptance, and maintaining competitive advantage. On the other hand, various external factors such as compliance costs, economic fluctuations, tax laws and regulations, and acquisitions can negatively impact revenue. Additionally, changes in usage patterns of CONFLUENT Cloud and shifts in revenue mix and pricing strategies can also influence revenue growth or decline. Net income has experienced a decline in recent years. In 2022, it was $452.6 million, decreasing to $442.7 million in 2023, and further to a net loss of $216 million for the first 9 months of 2025. This downturn is attributed to operating losses and macroeconomic uncertainty. Profit margins have shown mixed trends. Initially, they improved due to the release of valuation allowance on UK deferred tax assets. However, this improvement was short-lived, as gross margin decreased from 75% to 74%. The subscription gross margin increased from 77% to 78%, while services revenue gross margin declined from -18% to -19%. Operating profit margins have been negatively impacted by increased research and development expenses, 17%, sales and marketing expenses, 8%, and general and administrative expenses, 2%. These factors, combined with reduced IT budgets, longer sales cycles, and increased scrutiny on IT spending, have contributed to the decline in operating profit margins. The company's financial performance indicates a strong ability to generate cash from its core operations. The operating cash flow for 2025 has been consistently reported as positive, with a net cash provided by operating activities of $22,162. This suggests that the company is efficiently managing its day-to-day business and generating sufficient cash to meet its obligations. The company's financial health has undergone a notable shift in recent times. A significant increase in total debt is evident from the provided data. The debt level rose from $1,733,685 to $1,758,155 between December 31, 2024 and September 30, 2025, indicating an upward trend. Furthermore, on a larger scale, the total debt increased from $988.7 million to $1,039.3 million over the same period. However, despite this substantial increase in debt, the interest expenses have remained relatively stable. The amortization of debt issuance costs, which is a key component of interest expenses, has not changed significantly between 2024 and 2025, remaining at $2,870 for both years. This suggests that while the company's debt level has increased, its interest expenses have not followed suit, indicating some degree of financial resilience. The company's financial performance varied across different regions. The international regions showed a strong performance with 42% revenue from customers outside the US and 40% revenue from international customers. India was also a significant contributor, with 19% of full-time employees. On the other hand, Europe struggled due to stringent labor regulations, while UK operations were impacted by Brexit changes. International markets performed poorly due to export controls, and Russia and Belarus suffered due to export restrictions on encryption software. Confluent's management is optimistic about the company's future prospects, driven by the growing demand for its data streaming platform. The company plans to expand its direct sales force globally, invest in marketing programs, and increase brand awareness to attract new customers and grow revenue. Management also expects international activities to continue growing, requiring significant resources and attention. However, Confluent faces several challenges, including competition from open-source alternatives and lower-cost products, increasing regulatory risks, and potential tax liabilities. The company must navigate these risks while continuing to invest in talent acquisition and retention, as well as developing effective internal controls over financial reporting. Overall, management's strategy focuses on driving growth through the adoption of its data streaming platform and expanding international operations, but acknowledges the need for careful risk management to achieve its goals. The company's financial summary reveals that it has a history of paying dividends. This indicates that the company is committed to returning value to its shareholders through regular dividend payments. That concludes the financial summary for Confluent Inc. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.